All right, good morning. It is our last day here at the Butterfly House before we have to try to find a way back to Winfield where we got picked up and brought here. So, little logistic issues that I got to figure out, but we'll get those figured out today so that I'm all set up for success for tomorrow. But I did want to show you guys around the Butterfly House while we're here. And so let me show you a few of these buildings that they got going on. All right, so this is the main bunkhouse here, the main Butterfly House. So there is the jacuzzi, which is an awesome addition to have at a hiker hostel. And then there's the main road right there. So when you come into the Butterfly House here, a little room sitting on the outside, you got the community area where there's seats for hanging out, there's a dining room table for eating, kitchen for cooking, refrigerator, for storing your food. They got your typical hiker box and all that type of stuff. Now there is a bathroom in here with a full shower in there, and then you also have a private room here. But the majority of the people sleep upstairs in the bunks because it's the cheapest option. So if you come upstairs here, they basically have cots in the area here, and you set up your own bed. Mine is right over here for tonight. So there's 3 cots in this area. But this is only the main house. There are several other sleeping arrangements on this property that you can also utilize. Let me show you those as well. So this is Shane's house. That is the owner of the Butterfly House, and so that's where he lives at. And this is the shuttle bus that they use to get us back and forth to town and to Salida. And they also this year have added the food truck. So if you want breakfast or if you want dinner, you can put a little mark on the board and they'll make you breakfast or dinner while you're here. But here's one of the other buildings, and it's basically just a camper, but the camper sleeps, I think, 2 to 3 people. So it's just your standard camper. Nothing too fancy. Got a bed back there, full-size bed, and then also the table drops down into a bed as well. And so if you want a little bit of privacy, or maybe you're a couple, you can utilize the camper. And then there's another building right here, but I'm going to show you that one later because somebody's in there right now on the phone. So let's go down to the Larae house. All right, this is the Larae house, which is right next to the road, and it's at the bottom of the hill. So you come down here, there's an outside seating area for it, but it's got a private bedroom in it, and then also just a few regular bunks rather than the cots like we have upstairs. The cot's been absolutely fine. Hey guys. All right, so this is the Larae house. So it's got its own washer dryer, its own kitchen area, it's got its own refrigerator, and then you got the private room in here, which is basically, I think, a full-size bed there, and then you guys got a mess in there. Can I pop up in there and show it anyway? All right, and then you got the 3 beds in here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. So you got the 3 beds in there as well. Seating area, TV. So that is the Larae house. And let me show you some of the other. That's not all. They got more buildings on this property. So they have the capability of housing, probably 25 hikers. Probably between 25 and 30 if you really had to cram people in here. I doubt they ever have that, but they have the capability of it. Now down here is your mail drop. So this is where the packages get dropped off. So when you have stuff delivered here, you'll be able to come down here, and then boom, all your packages are in here, which there's mine over there. There's one of them, and there should be a second one in here. But yep, there it is right there. So both my packages are there waiting for me when I come back, okay? Because we're still 3 days from hiking here. So we have to get back to the trail to where we were at and then hike back here for the 3 days. So there's one more sleeping area that's pretty cool that I'm going to show you at the top of the hill. All right, this building is the chrysalis. I think that's how you say it. I think that's what like butterflies are when they're in their little thing. So the chrysalis sleeps 4. And so you got a seated area down bottom. There's a little bit of a tighter type of a building. And then you have the stairs right here. So this definitely wouldn't be like an option for me and Leo, because I wouldn't be trying to get him up and down these stairs. And then you got your cots in here. So a little tighter quarters if you like that. But that's not all, folks. There's more. There's one more. And this would be just kind of like a nostalgia thing if you wanted to stay up here. Now, right up this hill, they got a VW bus that is also available to be slept in. So, your typical VW camper. It's got solar power and all that kind of stuff. So, I haven't even looked in this one yet. So, we're going to see it together for the very first time. Not open there. There we go. All right. So if we're really hard up for a place to stay, you can sleep in the bus. So that is the tour of the butterfly house. And up at the top of the hill here, nice picnic table, giant chairs, and you got snowmobiles for the winter, but you have all your hammocks to hang out in, hanging from the trees. All in all, a really cool hostel. I am thankful that I did come forward and hang here, because I wouldn't be able to get a bed in Leadville at the Leadville 100. So that is the tour of the butterfly house. And this is going to be our last day here until we hike back here. So we're going to enjoy it. Leo seems like great. He's been 2 days on the medicine now. No signs of limping whatsoever. So we're going to get back on trail tomorrow, and I'll have medicine with me to help him stay healthy and fit like we always see him. Like right now, he's wanting to be outside. He's wanting to run around. He's playing and chasing chipmunks and, you know, playing with the other dog that's here on property. So that's been really cool to see him feeling 100% again. So now, I was told about this morning, and I'm going to go find it right now. He told me that there's an ice back here that is fed by the creek. So I'm definitely checking that out. I wish I'd known about that all along, but we're definitely going to be hitting that up with the jacuzzi today. So I'm going to go get me an ice bath, jump in the jacuzzi, and it's going to be a great day. All right, I found the ice bath. So there's the little setup. So that little funnel catches it right there, and it feeds it through this pipe, which I just fixed because it was clogged with some dirt and rocks. And there's the ice tub down there. And see a little bit of water flow. Fixing to check the rest of this pipe. I'm going to climb around a different way though. And we're going to get this ice bath flowing today. That creek water is cold. I couldn't keep my hand in there for very long, but I think we got this thing working. Let's check it out. All right, this is the most rustic ice bath I've ever seen, but look there, I got some fresh flowing water from the creek. So I'm gonna give this some time to overflow and to get some of that old water out of here, and to get that water nice and cold. And then I'm gonna be taking me an ice bath and a jacuzzi. Promise you that. Whew. That cold plunge was nice. Glad I got that thing fixed and he told me about it. So I'm working on getting a ride back to Winfield in the morning, and it's kind of a challenge because Leadville is like right there, but I couldn't go back to Leadville, so I had to come all the way to Salida, which is literally an hour away, and then I'm all the way in Garfield, which is another 15 minutes away. So, and to get all the way back to Winfield is about an hour and a half. So I've been reaching out to everybody, trail angels, and anybody I can find to help me get back to Winfield. I've got a guy right now that says he's willing to do it sometime after 10 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to get back on trail a lot earlier than that, but at this point, beggars can't be choosers. I got to just try to find somebody who's willing to give me a ride all the way back. I'm willing to pay for gas money, for whatever, to try to make it back there. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. As soon as I get that figured out, I'll be set to be back on trail in the morning. We got Leo's meds. He'll stay on the anti-inflammatory meds till until I make sure that he's 100%. And I'm gonna cook me a big old fat ribeye tonight with a salad. So I'll show you guys that later. I'm trying to keep these down days to shorter videos so that I can combine them together. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, this is going to be a wrap on this one. Where just got done eating food. I forgot to show you my steak. I ate it too fast, but that's okay. And we're getting picked up in the morning and getting brought to Buena Vista, where I found another gentleman who's going to take me from Buena Vista back to Winfield. And then in 3 days we'll be back here again. I'll only Nero in here next time. I won't take a zero at all. We'll come in, I'll get my stuff, reload my bags, take a shower, wash my clothes, and then head right back out the next morning. So plan on 3.5 days back in here into Monarch Pass, and then we'll be back at the Butterfly Hostel again. And then hopefully, everybody praying for me, no more issues, and we're able to just finish this thing strong. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.